All right, ladies and gentlemen, sports fans around the world, we are live right here on YouTube, and welcome to the Real to Sports Talk Show. On today's agenda, we find out who are the finalists. We find out who are the finalists for the 2024 Heisman Trophy. Who is going to pick up that illustrious award very soon? And Super Bowl winning coach Bill Belichick is now the new skipper for the North Carolina Tar Heels football team, college football team. And DeAndre Campbell just straight walked out on the 49ers doing a critical game against the Rams. And also, man, we got the picks for week 15, man. I got the MVP right here. We ready to go right here on the Real the Sports Talk Show.
Can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in me, yeah. Turn me up, big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, yeah. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog in me, yeah. I'm talking all bite, no bark. I could rip your squad apart. I got that dog in me, so what's up? Yeah, so what's up? I told her move over, enough of that mediocre. I've been the man since cruising around in the stroller. I got ice in my veins like a cut in Minnesota. Why not show you how I'm built? Come a little closer, ayy. Lot of heart, been smart, aura gotta glow. We can restart, give head start, still get the same result. I'm about mine, don't you get it confused. I'ma win again, yeah, that's all that I do. I got that dog in me, yeah. Turn me up, big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, yeah. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog in me.
All right, man, we are here. We thank you for allowing us to be on your TV screen, iPad, via a cell phone. We are the Real to Sports Podcast, and we are here live in the building. And that says we are the stuff. We are the people that I can't even talk today. We are the people, the podcast. Let's say the stuff ESPN won't say. We are that type of podcast. So, and we want to shout out to our sponsors over at SeatGeek and Barfire, the official home of the Real to Sports merchandise, podcast merchandise, man. We got t-shirts, hats, and hoodies. Click on the link in the description box below, right up under this video, man. We got the gear, so go check that out over there. Ladies and gentlemen, I am sitting here, ladies and gentlemen, with Saxonville. Saxonville is in the building still.
Not so much this year, though.
But they still go. They still, baby. Stand strong, baby. Representing the Jacksonville Jaguars. Also representing the defending NBA champion, Boston Celtics. Yeah. He is the new 2024 Real to Sports Podcast MVP. He's the 2024 Real to Sports Podcast MVP. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Rockstar Rock in the building.
Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. Get ready for a special show. Me and your host, truly, just us rocking. Y'all rocking with us this Saturday. And shout out to all my other podcast members. You know, y'all hope y'all have a safe and good weekend. And we see y'all next week for next show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got the rocking. Shout out to Mark, Philly G, Q, and everybody else around the way, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody, man. Again, thank you guys for being here. We got some interesting topics today. I know y'all ready to hear from the MVP, see what he got. But speaking of MVP real quick. Got to give you a press here. Got to give you a presser here. Rock, how's it feel, man? Out of all the guys that have ever been on this show, you are the third guy to hold this title as the MVP.
It's a good feeling, Never got MVP of anything in actual sports. I mean, I played football and basketball when I was younger, into my younger adolescent years, preteen years, and the teenager years, and things of that nature. Played on outside and things of that nature. But it's a good feeling. It shows that I put in some good work. From my colleagues and my peers, that they showed that I'm bringing something to the table that's great for our show. I appreciate everyone that put the thought in, especially you hosts. Appreciate it, and continue to do what I need to do as far as to keep bringing that energy to our show, so we can keep going for more than 3 years, 4 years, and counting.
Yeah, man. I made the right pick. Man. I know what I was picking. I made the right pick. And those of you know, man, if you go back and look at last week again, man, our 33-year anniversary show, Rockstar Rock became the third guy to be the podcast MVP. He is the number one guy. Number one guy, man. Number one guy.
Thank you. Feel like Roman when he got his first pop.
Right. YouTube, acknowledge him.
Yeah, it's crazy. My son Travis called me the tribal chief. So
see, I'm about to start a trend. Bro. The tribal chief.
Yeah.
My bad. All right, man. Let's get this show popping. Let's go into the collegiate world, something that you are very, 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 very educated on, Rock. And maybe you can educate us all in the world here. The Heisman. We got the finalists, man. The finalists for the 2024 in the Heisman Trophy. The Heisman Trophy race has been one of the most thrilling in recent years, and this season is no exception. The finalist is Dylan Gabriel, quarterback for Oregon. Travis Hunter from the University of Colorado. He's a cornerback. He's labeled as cornerback / wide receiver. Right. Ashton Jeanty, running back for Boise State University. And Cam Ward, quarterback out of Miami. Each bring a compelling case to New York, while Hunter and Jeanty lead the odds. The journey to this point has been a testament of their individual brilliance and team success. This year's Heisman finalists showcased the versatility and dominance of modern modern college football stars. Travis Hunter, Colorado's two-way phenom, excelled on both sides of the ball, tallying 14 receiving touchdowns and 4 defensive interceptions, cementing his status as a generational talent. Ashton Jeanty carried Boise State to a conference championship and college playoff berth with 2,497 rushing yards and 29 touchdowns. That's impressive, making him a statistical juggernaut. Dylan Gabriel orchestrated an undefeated season and Big Ten championship for Oregon, throwing 28 touchdowns, adding 7 rushing scores, all while leading the Ducks to number 1 seed in the playoff. Miami's Cam Ward rounds out the list, boasting 4,123 passing yards, number 2 nationwide, number 2, and 40 total touchdowns, leading Hurricanes to a strong 10-2 finish. So, Rock, again, by you being the college football expert in this equation here.
When's the if you don't mind me asking, when the Heisman Trophy presentation? Is it next weekend or this weekend?
I think it's this weekend. I was trying to look for that. Today? I had the same question. I think it's today.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's today.
I know the Army Navy Army-Navy game, and then it's probably
Right.
late.
Right. I was trying to figure that same question out. I'm glad you asked that.
Because I know the Penn State SMU, the playoffs start next Saturday.
Right. Right. So yeah, that was something that excuse me, that was something that I was trying to get at myself. But yeah, Rock, who do you think, man? I mean, because that is this is really tough. Like these four guys that's that I just mentioned. I mean, it's just tough, man. I mean, who do you think will be the
first I'm
Heisman Trophy today?
Totally surprised it's not 5. Like how you
right.
I mean, I get the fact Travis Hunter is a two-way player, but in order for him to get the ball as a receiver, Shedeur Sanders should be on that list because Travis Hunter is not getting the football without Shedeur Sanders throwing him the rock on one side. Because as you stated, wide receiver and cornerback position. So that wide receiver position that got his stats to be able to be into the Heisman finalists, you should have his quarterback there as well. Like if you got Dylan Gabriel and Cam Ward there, it should really be 5 people as the Heisman finalists. But I get why they trended it to 4. You know, the dynamic of what Travis Hunter is doing is you can't take away from that. What Cam Ward did going from Washington State and then going to Miami and getting the Hurricanes, feeling like they were back, but they still didn't get to the ACC championship game, but they still had a good season. Ashton Jenney, of course, his record-breaking season, so they're going to have him there. Dylan Gabriel is leading Oregon to an undefeated record right now and they're number 1 in the country, as well as the number 1 seed in the college football playoff. So all 4 of these guys have interest in takes that they've done throughout the season. That's why I do see why they made it 4. I at least thought it should have been 5 because Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter is a package deal. His wide receiver stats come from his quarterback. His cornerback stats come from what he does individually on that side of the ball. But on wide receiver side, he individually doesn't dominate the game without his quarterback. So, and Shedeur Sanders, his numbers is right there with Gabriel and Cam Ward as well as being one of them top quarterbacks in college football this year. So that's another reason I was surprised. But as far as the group goes and who I think may win it, that's pretty tough.
That's what I say, bro.
2 of the guys aren't in the college football playoffs, and the other 2 are. And the other 2 that are in the college football playoffs got buys. So we won't see who they play until weeks from now. We won't see who Cam Ward and Colorado play until the bowl season starts. Will be so it's pretty tough to go by, but I will have to think that Travis Hunter is going to win the
Travis Hunter. Yeah,
I think Travis Hunter is going to win the Heisman based off of what the dynamic aspect that he brings to the table. Not only was he getting 100 yards, 3 touchdowns in a game. On the opposite side, he was getting 2 picks in the game as well. So he dominated the game on both sides, which is hard to do, especially in college football. It's hard to do. We haven't seen a player do that since Charles Woodson. Charles Woodson won.
Facts.
I do believe it'll be unjust if any of those other guys, not saying that they don't deserve it, not taking anything away from Cam Ward. I may be a diehard Florida State fan, but the guy balled out. You got to give him credit what credit was due. And plus, we tried to recruit him, so you can't take away from the guy's talent when your school tried to recruit him. That is the rival. Ashton Jenney, haven't seen that much on him because they play in the Mountain West, Boise State,
Mm-hmm.
not really paying too much to their conference. But you hear what he's doing on the field, so you can't knock that. And Dillon Gabriel going to the Big Ten after leaving Oklahoma,
Right?
Transferring out of Oklahoma, going to the Big Ten, doing what he's doing with Oregon, leading them to the number 1 seed and beating Ohio State, things of that nature. So you can't take away what he's done. But when it's all said and done, if this guy number 12 and for Colorado don't win, then it's been injustice. Like what more can that guy do on tape? What more can he put on tape? I mean, the bowl season is after the Heisman. Now,
Right.
If they had to do the Heisman after the whole bowl season and the college football playoff, then this might be another topic of discussion.
Mm-hmm.
But what he did for 12 weeks, for 12 regular season games that Colorado played, he was dynamic. No question, by far none. He was dynamic. So that's my take. I'm going with Travis Hunter.
Out of the 4, I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to say Travis Hunter too, because the guy is like you stated, he is playing both positions, something that's hard to do. So he don't really get a break the whole game, and he plays each and every snap. Right.
Playing 50 on offense, the amount he playing on defense.
Exactly. So this guy don't get a break. Now, I know in the NFL they're not going to use him as such, and they're probably going to use him as a wide receiver. Fine. That's fine. But this guy, I agree with you again, because Hunter has been doing this when he's with Jackson State. He was the top corner in the country. So, his resume is a little longer than these other 3 guys. Like you stated, that Dillon Gabriel was in Oklahoma. Now he's in the Big Ten with Oregon. It's something about that. It says a lot about Oregon and their program, because Bo Nix was at Auburn. Bo Nix went to Oregon and just completely a different quarterback. And look at Dillon Gabriel. Dillon Gabriel was always good, but he is better now in that program. Would you want to say something?
No, go ahead. I'll say it after those.
Okay. And Gentry, Genty, I seen him play. Matter of fact, I just seen him when they won the Mountain West Championship.
Yeah, UNLV.
Yeah, exactly, UNLV. And I watched that game and I said, okay, I see some promise in him. I think the Cowboys should really look at him really, really highly. And Cam Ward, of course, quarterback, definitely on the Raiders target. I can see him as our starting quarterback. I wouldn't mind taking him. I would actually take him over Shedeur. There's no disrespect to Shedeur. Shedeur is awesome. Shedeur is great, but I want a guy that has a very big arm. And Cam has the arm, and I think he makes the best decisions out of the 2. Again, there's no disrespect to Shedeur. Shedeur is great. He's a great quarterback. But I mean, personally, I would take Cam a little bit more bigger, a little bit more physical. Shedeur can get out of the pocket as well. Cam Ward can. But to go back to the collegiate level, I'm going to say Travis Hunter as well, because he can do it on both sides of the field. Man, something that his coach was known for, that is the legendary Deion Sanders. Man, I mean, but the guy Travis Hunter, like you say, man, 50 on 50, man. I mean, this guy, he doesn't take a break, and he's still making great plays.
He has the stature to do it. Like if for anybody that's in the NFL right now that probably doubting that he can play both sides of the ball going into the league, he has the physical stature to do it. Now he gonna have to probably bulk up a little bit because of the fact of you're not getting that many 14 play drives in college.
Absolutely,
team driving down 14, 12 plays. NFL, they're going to try to, if you want to keep putting him out there to play offense and defense, the opposing offense is going, okay, on defense, okay, we're going to tire him out because they can't use him on offense. So that's the thing about it that's different with in college. In college, he can you can kind of get away because you're gonna have quick drives. You know, the hash marks are smaller, the length of plays aren't as longer as you will get within the NFL.
Right.
NFL, the team's gonna learn to pick the team that he's gonna be on, the defensive part, or the team that he plays for apart eventually, because they're gonna test his will to be able to compete on both sides of the ball. After you just gotta tap. Just think of it. It's a 14. Say they playing the Ravens, whoever he plays for. You gotta go, and they got a 14-play drive where y'all didn't have to stop Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry for 8 out of the 14 plays, because you know the Ravens are going to run the ball extremely high in their long play drives. So how is he going to overcome certain situations like that? That's the only question I have with him wanting to play at the next level, both sides, because the physicality is much different in college, and the fact of how is he going to mentally prepare himself to do it for 17 games in the 18-week season. Then you never know. Them Thursday night games come up quickly. So these guys are going to be box office. So with Travis Hunter, I just try to, with him, the people around him, his mentality would be like, all right, try out your rookie year or your two, your rookie and your first 3 years in the league. But after your 4th year in the league, you got to pick which way you want to go.
Absolutely. Here's a question to you, Rock. Another question with these guys. I really want to hear your opinion on this. These 4 guys are all already going to the National Football League. All 4 of these guys are first rounders, right? All these guys are first rounders. Give me the team that you think they'll be going to, and do you think they will be, and how successful do you think they will be going forward?
For each 4?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I can see Dillon Gabriel. I can see him going to the Jets. If based off of how their quarterback situation is going with Aaron Rodgers and things of that nature. Ashton Jenney, well, of course, a lot of people want him to see him going to the Cowboys. I can see that as well, or some team that may need a good running back or they maybe a running back away from a complete offense per se. He could go to the Titans, even though they got Tony Pollard. They could use another bruiser there, have a 1-2 punch system going there as well.
Oh, that makes sense.
Cam Ward, I can see Cam Ward either going to the Giants or to the Raiders, depending on how they decide how they want to go things with their quarterback's position. And Travis Hunter, in early predictions, he was projected to go to Jacksonville because we was there, but since we won last week, it dropped us to 8. So they kind of like going to like New England or I can see him either going to New England, maybe depending on how the draft order goes, he may end up in New Orleans, something like where because think about it, New Orleans may be a good fit for him to want to do what he's projected to do.
Travis Hunter?
Yeah, because think about it, they already got Taysom Hill. They got Taysom Hill. They line Taysom Hill up in 5 different positions on offense. Right. And they're a team that needs a wide receiver, the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
So he can be, they already got a system down there where they're putting one guy at their quarterback, fullback, tight end, wide receiver, and running back in Taysom Hill. So, New Orleans could be a good fit for him based off of organization already having a guy that they use in multiple positions anyway to get him. They can help Travis Hunter with his diet and things of that nature.
Rock, you got something.
Yeah, I was thinking about New Orleans as well. Yeah, New Orleans would be a good fit for Travis Hunter.
Hell yeah, I agree with you.
He'll make his mark. Yeah.
And they lost Marshawn Lattimore. They're starting corner.
Yeah, so he fits both positions.
Yep. I agree with that. Damn, out of all teams, I didn't even think about New Orleans. I did not think about that.
Yeah,
Wow.
I thought about him as soon as I'm like, damn, they got Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
And it's a lot for him to, they've been doing that with Taysom Hill for a while, having him in all these different positions and getting him on the field. Travis Hunter wants to play both sides, so
Thanos. Welcome to the show, man. He said, I want Genty to win. Hey, I want all these brothers to win, man, to be honest with you.
It's been a while since we had a running back. It's been a while since a running back has won the Heisman.
Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's the last.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, wow. Is it Mark? Says this on the Mark. Talking college football news. Hey, man.
Two Thanos pictures back to back.
I know. What the hell going on?
Thanos pictures back to back.
Thanos versus Thanos in here. Oh man, Mark, you need to be here, but that's all right. I got the MVP right here. He's gonna take the reins for right now. Holy shit! I didn't think about it. I didn't think about this thing, bro. You got my mind rolling on it. I did not think about the Saints and how much. Oh, Mark agrees with us, Rob. Hunter for Heisman. I agree. Hunter should get it. He should get it. With a beat down of the week. Nah, bro. I don't think my chicker can handle it.
I'll leave that to you.
I can't do that, bro. But yeah, I wouldn't be mad. Thanos, Heinsberg. I would not be mad if Genty get it. I don't care, really. I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna care, but it wouldn't rattle me, Rock, if either one of these guys pick it up. It wouldn't matter because all four of these guys are really good. Like, they're really good. Like, no bullshit beside. Like, they are all good. I consider all four of these guys are dogs. Like, they're dogs. I can really say that. Like, and like you said, you put your stuff aside. I know Florida State, Miami, they do not click. But like you say, man, the guy's good.
Yeah.
Cam Ward's good, man. I mean,
you can't. I mean, I'm here as a sports analyst, so we're gonna keep by it being real to sports. I gotta keep it real. As much as I despise the Hurricanes, I can't despise the man that we tried to. You can't despise somebody that you tried to recruit to be the quarterback of your team. So it could have been Florida State. If he went to Florida State, we could be talking about Florida State right now. But he went to Miami.
What the hell you say?
And he did, So you gotta get credit where credit is due.
Credit is due, man. But I like all four of these guys. I wish all four of them the best.
Yeah. They're gonna have good college careers.
Yeah. I mean, this is good though, Rock. This just shows how good college football has been this year. I'm not really a college football guy, but this year right here, really, I was really more in tune watching these four guys, and it should be more, to be honest with you. But I know you can only break it down to the finals. Yeah, because it's a lot of talent, man. I think every school just about got at least one or two dogs on their team. Mm-hmm.
Some can say Jalen Milgrove from
Alabama.
Alabama. Bro had 20 rushing touchdowns as a quarterback.
Yeah, as a
Someone
quarterback.
Say he shouldn't be in the Heisman, but
Yeah.
20 rushing touchdowns as a quarterback, that's a lot.
Yeah. Look at Scatterboo from Arizona State running back. Yeah. Holy hell. That dude is a straight beast.
Yeah.
He's a beast. And he took Arizona State? Like what?
Yeah.
Arizona State. It's crazy. I would never in a million years think Arizona State can do it. I know Hansberg, he said Hunter is good, but I don't think he's the top wide receiver or top corner. No, he's not. I agree. So how is he the top player overall? Just because he plays both ways? Genty can break Sanders' rushing record. True. That is way more nuts than a guy playing both ways. Just my thoughts. Well, your thoughts, MVP, you want to take a stab at that?
I take a stab at it. I mean, you have an interesting point of view there, Thanos. I just want to say that the reason that Travis Hunter is considered the best overall is because of what the dynamic that he's brought to the table within coming up from a level where he was playing in HBCU. He came up to the level of playing in college football last year, where before he got hurt, he was setting the world on fire with what he was doing. And this year, being able to go, I think he only missed one game, maybe one game this season for Colorado. And then he played through injuries and still was, very productive. Ashton Jenney has been on this tear in a conference where he's getting much publicity because of the record that he's close to breaking. That record, I mean, we've seen guys being close to breaking Barry Sanders' record for a while now, but Ashton Jenney, if he was in a conference, let's say either of these other teams was other players was, Ashton Jenney wouldn't be coming near as close to breaking Barry Sanders' record. So the level of competition is why Jenney is not getting as much love as I would say, as people would say, as Travis Hunter or Cam Ward or Dylan Gabriel, because in some people's eyes, Cam Ward may be the best overall because the quarterback position is looked at as a very high position in the NFL, or Dylan Gabriel. Absolutely. It just depends on whose opinion and where everyone consider guys to be. My overall is Travis Hunter because of the fact of I seen what this guy does when he's not on. I seen how much impact he has for the team when he's not on the field at all. The team goes 4-8 when he's not on the team. When he played the whole season this year, they had a chance at being in the Big 12 championship game. Ashton Jenney would have been out this season. Yeah, the Mountain West, they'd have probably still had a chance to win the Mountain West in Boise State because of how Boise State recruits and how they how they will always been. They've been this winning program for years. Colorado putting them guys on the map with Travis Hunter and Deion coming in there. It was a big thing because that team ain't won in like so many years.
Yes, sir.
I understand where he's saying as far as with Jenney breaking the record and Barry Sanders' record has stood for a long time. So it is a great thing that he is close to accomplishing. I don't know how many yards per se he's close to breaking his record, but and not to take anything away from him, but the guy gotta, if you want real notoriety, I would say in college sports nowadays, it's about who you're playing. And he got a chance to prove a lot of people wrong in this college football playoff. Boise State gonna be one and done because everybody's going to make sure they stop him, or is he still gonna have that same impact? Because Adrian Peterson had that same impact. I think he was within 200 yards. Okay, so who would Boise? Can you look up host and see who would Boise State play? Who would be their second round matchup?
Yes, sir.
It would be either Ohio State or Tennessee, right?
Yep. Yep, you are exactly right.
So, okay. It'll be either one of the big teams in the Big Ten who is known for having a good rushing defense, and a big school in the SEC that is known for stopping the rush defense. For having a good rushing defense. Both those schools are two schools that's going to go up against Boise State in the second round.
Fiesta Bowl. That would be the Fiesta Bowl.
And think about it. When Boise State beat Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl, Adrian Peterson had a great game in the Fiesta Bowl. Did he not? So,
yes, sir, he did.
But Adrian Peterson is a different animal. I haven't seen Ashton Jenney take over a game. I mean, I've seen him take over a game against the teams in the Mountain West, of course. But is he going to be able to take over this game against the Ohio State or Tennessee of the world who coming in there?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
He said
I don't got him. He said
if he goes 200 against a good conference team, will that change your Heisman outlook for Jenney?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, it definitely changed mine too.
If he can break for it's not even if he don't even get 200 yards. If he break for like 150,
yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I mean? And it ain't
I'm
like
with
a struggle. Like I think brother averaging like what 9 yards a carry, something like that, 10 to 12 yards a carry in the nation or something. He's been dominating as far as his yards per carry. It's somewhere in that range, 10 to 20 yards, somewhere in there per carry or whatnot, because he has to be averaging that amount to be close to the rushing record as far as with Barry Sanders is concerned. But I mean, if he struggles to get that 150 yards, then you know, I mean, it was just a total game plan to stop him. But if he dominate, yeah, this man deserves to be the Heisman. If he go out there and put it on a Ohio State or a Tennessee, yeah.
It's either gonna be Penn State or Oklahoma. So, it's either gonna be Penn State or Oklahoma. It's gonna he's gonna do it on.
You mean Penn State or SMU?
SMU, I'm sorry.
So they don't. Boise State played the winner of the Penn State SMU game.
Yeah, SMU. Because I just read.
I thought it was. Oh, now if it was Ohio State and Tennessee, then I'd have changed I'd have thought differently. But Penn State or SMU, if one of them if he played SMU,
Penn State or SMU. Yep.
If they play SMU in the second round, yeah, he definitely can get 200 yards on SMU.
Oh, fuck yeah, easy. Yeah, it's either number 6 Penn State versus or you got Penn State of course versus SMU. Boise State number 3. This game will be December 31st.
So that'll be New Year's Eve. The New Year's Eve Bowl.
You see Fiesta Bowl. SMU or Penn State. Which most likely to me is going to be Penn State. SMU, they don't have any.
He can go. Matter of fact, he can go for 200 on Penn State. Now that I think it, if he get, either one of those yards, if he get that around the yard, he said, "Laugh out loud." He funny. He said,
"He said you guys play dynasty fantasy football." Yes, we have it in our private sports group on Facebook. It's called the Real to Sports Group. If you go to Facebook, got a Facebook account, you go to Facebook and type in Real to Sports Group. And we have our own fantasy football, but it's NFL. Yeah. I think Dynasty, I never thought about that, man. There's something Mark.
Dynasty,
Mark
that's on the football, that's on the Madden, I know I got G and Mark, they usually dabble in the Dynasty fantasy football on the Madden or in the college.
Yeah, man. Hey, what you do, man? Go to our group. Go to our group on Facebook, the Real to Sports Group. Yeah, man. Go there and just ask a few questions, and one of us will let you in. And like I said, we're about at the end of fantasy football league, but we do NFL. I never thought about Dynasty. Mark is the commissioner of it. He's the creator of it. Maybe there's something that he can maybe try to get more people in, because I never even thought about that. But yeah, man, I never thought about that shit. But yeah, I see he's a Genty fan pretty much year round. Dynasty is pretty much year round. Yeah, Mark, if you watch it, man, watch it, Martin, this may be something. It's year round, so maybe there's something the group could interact in all year long. Why not? Rookie draft is usually in May. Okay. But yeah, man. To wrap this one up, I was still gonna stay on 100, but Genty, man, you made a good plea for him, bro. You made a good plea for him. I'm with it. I'm with that one, Rock, for sure. Oh, so we're gonna stay into the college. Oh, let me get this off. We're gonna stay into the college here. Boy, you talking about? Let me get this off. Oh, you talking about college? Oh my God, the landscape of college has just changed, bro. Bill Belichick is introduced as North Carolina's head football coach. He said this in that quote, I didn't come here to leave. Bill Belichick has officially made the leap from a life in the NFL to collegiate ranks, taking over as head coach of the University of North Carolina. With 6 Super Bowl rings earned as a head coach, it would seem Belichick had nothing left to achieve. To the surprise of many, he had one primary item remaining on his checklist: prove he can do it in college too. He said this, and I quote, "I've always wanted to coach in college football. It just never really worked out," Belichick said on Thursday during his introductory press conference. Had some good years in the NFL, so that was okay. But this is really kind of a dream come true. Belichick comes from a football family and even has a tie to the Tar Heels. His late father, Steve, served as an assistant at UNC in the 1950s. He's joining a landscape that is vastly different from the one in which his father existed 70 years ago, though taking over a program in the new world of name, image, and likeness deals in the Wild West created by the transfer portal, which opened Monday. It might end up being the ideal fit. Belichick made his name as a football czar in New England, not only coaching the Patriots, but also serving as the team's de facto general manager for 24 seasons. I'll read this and I'll be done. He'll be expected to operate similarly for a program that is in need of a captain to guide them through these uncharted waters. In order to do so, Belichick intends to assemble an NFL-level staff, bringing in an air of professionalism to Chapel Hill with the goal of building a championship contending program capable of winning the Atlantic Coast Conference, aka ACC, and more. So, Rock, God damn, what you talking about? Football, college football is really on the map. Yeah. I didn't like the portal. I still don't like it really, but goddamn, it's starting to get more attention throughout sports fans around the world. Okay, so we just talked about the finalists, the Heisman, who are all 4 dogs. All 4 of these guys can win, and like you said, maybe more should be finalists as well.
Right.
But now, one of the, if not the greatest head coach of all time, in some opinion, is now the head coach of a dying North Carolina Tar Heel football team, man. How much a dynamic this is, bro, to college football. But that question, and how do you feel, Rock? Bill Belichick, you are from here, North Carolina. How do you feel, man, by him being the new head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels?
I lived in North Carolina. Not from
oh, well, yeah, that's what I meant.
Nah, it's nothing against that. I ain't got nothing against the state. None of the things like that.
Looks like no Belichick for the Jaguars. Yeah, and the Raiders too.
Hey, I like that one. That was pretty dope.
The Jaguars.
But we to how I feel about it. I mean, Belichick did what was best for him, and best for how he wanted to approach his next step within the football world. I mean, he's shown everybody that he has a personality outside of what was shown of him in the NFL. And I can understand that because the NFL is a no-nonsense type of business. That's what he grew up. That's what he grew up watching. Coach was always the same way, and his pedigree of coaches that he was under were the same way. They didn't show no signs of weakness or anything of that nature. They had to be tough. They had to bring that tough interior. So, by him being away and stepping away from football for a while, it showed a different side of Bill Belichick, And I think he'll be able to win at Carolina, as far as it being in the ACC. The ACC is a wide open conference. It's not like the SEC or the or the Big Ten, as how the analyst puts it, and how the football world sees it, and things of that nature, as far as what it shows on the field. Those two conferences have been dominating the SEC and the Big Ten. So I can see him getting Carolina to the ACC championship game, maybe sneaking in there, getting a college football playoff. I don't know. I don't think it'll happen year one, because Bill Belichick is going to have to get, he's going to probably have those people in place to get guys through the transfer portal for him, because he doesn't necessarily have to do it himself. He don't have to speak to the kids and things of that nature. He's just got to go. He wants to go do the coaching. So I think it'll be easier for him. He's a leader of men. People are going to. The one thing I think kids are going to ask him is, especially the quarterbacks, is how did you win for so long? And I hope nobody asks him if he's gonna come to college football and cheat, because he did have some scandals as an NFL coach. Deflategate did happen, Spygate did happen. So
the fuck rule that happened.
The tuck rule did happen. So, and it's things happen in the NFL that left a bad taste in maybe owners or GMs and things of that nature. So a lot of people was probably like, no, if Belichick didn't get an NFL coaching job last year, I didn't think he was going to get one this year, because I think the NFL is moving in a different direction. And right now he kind of fits what's going on with college football. Because Deion Sanders is getting guys coming in from the transfer portal, recruits and things of that nature, based off of what he's able to do as a motivator.
Yeah.
Belichick has won championships.
Right.
Nick Saban, kids wanted to go play for Nick Saban because they kept saying Alabama win championships. Kids are going to want to go play for a coach, especially Belichick. The kids that really want to win, because that's the thing about it in college football. In the NFL, you can go out in the NFL and free agency. It's kind of hard to get those. It's kind of hard to get those top guys into your organization that really want to come there and want to do what the foundation of it. You got to pick those guys out as far as character wise. In college, you can get Belichick can get transfer guys coming in that are from JUCO, that are seniors, maybe juniors, to help fill that roster, build that veteran leadership, and then try to recruit guys that he can get in there that can be there for 4 years. But I mean, I think it's going to be tough his first 2 years, because how North Carolina is a relatively basketball powerhouse, and other sports. College football is up there, but they're not elite per se. So I give them like year 3 before they really start making noise. I don't got them being like a 5-7 team. I think they can get to a bowl game within Bill Belichick's first 2 years, and then that third year, be knocking on the door.
You know what, Rob? I think you got a great point again. A lot of people, because of the tape measure of Bill Belichick, think he's just going to come in off the gate and just blow the water out with this team. Fuck no. This team is so bad. It is so bad. It's like it's just like it's like an all-white room with just mud and dirt and shit and everything just against the wall, and it's just everything so fucked up. It's like it's just not going to happen in 1 year. It's going to take 2 years. It's going to take a whole crew to come in there and power wash everything.
It's going to start with it's going to start who would they hire. Offensive coordinators and who this defensive coordinator is going to be. It's going to start with his hires and within this year to see how they see, okay, if Carolina really gonna make some noise in year one, because I hope he's not gonna bring some of his, some of the guys that he had on his staff in New England and things of that nature. I don't know. I mean, I hope he don't bring them to Carolina and try to turn Carolina into New England U.
Yeah. I like that. New England U.
And see how Saban did it in college. Got him offensive coordinators that can mesh with today's generation, and D coordinators that can mesh with today's generation, the kids that you're going to have. Because Belichick, you're going to, just like in the NFL, you're going to have to pay one of these high school kids to come to your school $5 million for an NIL deal, things of that nature. And then kids end up leaving after 1 year. Because you may go 3-9 or 4-7.
You ain't bullshit. But you're right though, man. I think that's what's going to make him fail his first year. I think that's what's going to make him. He got 5 years, and I think the first year I think that's where he's going to fail. Because what you just said, like I said, I agree with what you just said. He's going to fail because he's going to want to do things the New England way. And he's going to find out real fast that shit don't work no more. So now he's going to, and his staff is probably going to tell him, like, Bill, you might want to kind of tone your New England down and just get a little bit more youthful here. Because you're not dealing with grown-ass men. You're dealing with kids. Not children, but younger. You're dealing with kids. But let me see what Thanos say. He said, I think now that Belichick has time to wind down from coaching, he seems to be having fun. Oh, that's true. You seen that on Tom Brady's roast. I did not know he had a personality like that. Showing his personality a bit, I think that new sense of vulnerability is going to help him so much in UNC. I'd love to be a fly on the wall listening to Belichick recruiting kids. I agree with him. I agree. That's what I was just saying. Recruiting, he knows talent, but he can eye talent because of his experience, but goddamn, it's gonna take this. You know the saying, Rock. It takes a village to raise a child.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a village to raise a child. You're gonna need but because it's Bill Belichick and the prestiges that he has, he's gonna bring in, like you said, he's gonna bring in that scouting. He's gonna bring in that scouting talent. He's gonna bring in that great coaching staff. They're going to be off the chain in a few years. Not now. They're going to be in a few years. But this is good for business, Rock. It's good for college football. Holy shit. It is great for the University of North Carolina and the city of Raleigh. It is great for the state of North Carolina.
Now you're going to see NFL coaches jump into the
college.
That's it.
That's the words you took right out my mouth. Because now, this is the gateway. This is it. This is the pioneer. This guy right here. It just made a path for former NFL coaches to come over to collegiate level now.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick, I think it's a right for a lot of people. I've talked to a lot of people out in the street that say that, Bill Belichick, why is he doing this for? First of all, he's doing it because his dad was an assistant there. So it's kind of like he just want to do something. He want to kind of keep the tradition, right? But look at it like this. Bill Belichick has coaching in his blood. He wants to be a coach. It's just him. He took time off, but that shit is probably killing him at the house. It's killing him. So okay, so I won Super Bowls on a high level. Now for to show people that I can do this shit on a collegiate level. See, right. It don't matter how old he is. Can I use Q for example? Q, if you watching the show, Q is 56 years old, but he went to college for 5 fucking years. I mean, he was 50, 51 when he went to college. Some people say you too old, man. I mean, it's right, over with, bro. Never too old check off your list.
Yeah, that's true.
Bill Belichick going to the North Carolina Tar Heels shows that you're not too old to fulfill your dreams. Yeah. Man, I just read that the man said he always wanted to be a college
and it's not that much expectation. Like it wasn't that much expectation when he went to coach in New England. after leaving the Jets. He had expectations when he was supposed to become the coach of the Jets. But when he went and became the coach in New England after because think about it. Pete Carroll was coaching New England before he got fired, and then he started coaching at USC, and then came back, and we all know the rest.
Yes, sir.
But
yes, sir.
Belichick, having already that experience and winning at the highest level in the NFL, and then going to college where there is no expectation, he really Carolina can win the ACC championship, not make the college football playoff. But the fact that they win the ACC championship, his expectation the next year will be to get them in the college football playoff. You already took a team to the ACC championship, so he's within time, like you said, host. I think the expectations for what he's going to be doing in Chapel Hill going to grow. But his first year, they go 6-6 or go 7-5 and make the bowl game. That next year, who knows? Because teams get transfer portal, get guys in each year, and then go undefeated.
It starts Monday. Monday.
You never know. You never know who might decide this. Who might decide to go play for Coach Belichick?
And this is good for North Carolina. This is good for, again, I said North Carolina, the team, the Tar Heels, and it's good for college football because a guy of that stature who don't take no bullshit. This is something that these kids need. A coach like this.
It's good for the conference too, the ACC.
Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Now we kind of our conference got the best coach that came from the top level in the conference coaching. If he'd went to the SEC and was like, if he'd went to like Vanderbilt and coached at Vanderbilt and been like in the SEC, then this would have been a big deal for Belichick going to college. But the fact he's going to UNC, they in the ACC, they probably like the 8th or 9th best team in the ACC. The expectations is low, but he has a chance to take over the conference. So all other Florida States of the world, Miami, Virginia Tech, Louisville, Clemson, especially Dabo Swinney, he needs to be on the lookout because Belichick is about to, if he gets the players that fits his type of system and he gets a good nucleus of people in that organization, in that university, ACC be back on the map.
I think, big time. Money too, and it's all about the money. The NIL. If it weren't for that, I don't think he would have came. I don't even think he would have came if it weren't for the NIL. But this is great, man. This is good. I want Bill Belichick to succeed. I couldn't stand his ass because he, of course, they cheated us, whatever. But this is good, man. This is a guy that like Thanos Heinsberg said, they're showing his personality. He's starting to have fun. Look at this guy now. I mean, if you look at Tom Brady's roast, like I said, I never think in a million years because he's always just been straight-faced or whatever. But this guy has what it takes to win. He knows how to win. Technically, he has 8 Super Bowls. He got 2 on with the Giants as a defensive coordinator. Then he went to be head coach of the Cleveland Browns. It took them to the playoffs, and they ain't been to the playoffs in God knows how long. So the guy knows football. It's in his blood. And this is great for North Carolina. Like Rock said, this is going to put the ACC back on the map for sure. This is great, man. I'm so happy for him. The only thing about it, it's a business. It's good for Chapel Hill University, or North Carolina. That's where it's at, Chapel Hill, North Carolina. But this is good for this is business because Rock, the TV deal is going to go off the goddamn chain because now North Carolina is going to be on national TV now just because of Bill Belichick. I don't give a shit how bad they are, but the whole main objective is to put the camera on that
ESPN, ACC network.
Oh, it's going to be off the chain, bro. It's going to be off the chain.
ABC,
you know
the
how
12 o'clock game.
You know when he signed that contract, when that ink hit the paper, you know how many asses is going to be in that stadium first game? It's gonna be wild, bro. I don't know who their first game is gonna be against, but whoever it is, their first home game, that stadium is going to be packed. It is going to be packed, and that's what Bill Belichick brings. He brings that aura, that winning mentality everywhere he goes. He did it with the Giants. He did it with the Cleveland Browns. He did it with the Jets. Now he's doing this shit with. Hopefully he's going to do it. Well, not so far with the Jets, but he turned them around. Their mindset. Let me back that up. But
definitely the Browns and with the Giants being the name.
Yeah, definitely. And the Patriots. And the Patriots coming after Parcells. So this right here, man. This is great. This is great, man. He says, who is your top quarterback in this year's draft and how many go in the first round? I don't know how many go in the first round, but my top quarterback, like I said, I'm a Raiders fan, and our target right now is only 2. I think they should open up it's only 2 guys, Shadir and Cam, that the Raiders are really looking at. But me personally, as a Raiders fan for 31 years, I believe they should open up a little bit more, open the window up a little further for Dillon Gabriel. Dillon Gabriel, I really like him. He's a winner, and he's in an organization where quarterbacks are really, really good. Again, he went from Oklahoma to Oregon. He was good, but he got better in Oregon. Bo Nix did the same path. Bo Nix was in Auburn, but then when he got to Oregon, he was great. So he learned a lot. So he got a lot going in. Look at Bo Nix now in the pros. 8-5, the Denver Broncos are headed, and pretty much if they keep knowing what they're doing, they're going to be headed to the playoffs. That's great. Dillon Gabriel, they might be going, but Dillon Gabriel, man, he's my quarterback. Mm-hmm.
In the college football playoff, I believe Dillon Gabriel is the only one. He don't turn the ball over that much. If you think of all the teams that's in the playoffs, Quinn Ewers turned the ball over. Klubnik turns it over. Riley Leonard from Notre Dame turned it over. Quarterback from SMU.
SMU,
He turned
the ball over too fucking much. Clemson, bro?
Yeah, Kevin Jennings from
man, that dude pissed me off, bro. He pissed me off, man.
Nico
Clemson
from Tennessee and Will Howard from
that's the problem.
Ohio State.
You see that, Rock? You see what he said? What? Dillon Gabriel is, and he is small. I agree.
Drew Brees was like that as well.
Go. Kyler Murray's like that.
No disrespect. Baker Mayfield, as much as people like to hop on Baker Mayfield
he's small too.
He's short quarterback too. So and he get it done.
Sir. Russell Wilson's small.
They put him in the shotgun, or they put him in that ace formation where he like at least four paces away from the center, or sometimes they put him in single back formation to run the play action. Yeah. So it's the same. It's a lot. Like, you know what I mean?
Little quarterbacks evolve in West Coast offense.
Yeah.
Like Rock just said, the shotgun, because they're little. Mm-hmm. So the shotgun, you can see everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They did with Charlie Ward made it.
Charlie Ward.
Small quarterbacks that thrive in that system. Yeah. I mean, he probably 6'1" with cleats on, because cleats add a little bit. Man, Baker Mayfield probably 5'11" without cleats on.
He's not that prototype size, but he's decent.
We all know that they be embellishing on their height, man.
Yeah, we used to see quarterbacks like Roethlisberger, who like fucking 6'5". Look, Peyton Manning was what 6'2", 6'3", tall statue. Cam Newton, 6'5" guy. I mean, these guys when they come up to the line, they at least can look over the center. You know what I'm saying? But I get what Doug Flutie, man. Come on, man. We can go back. Yeah, I mean, these guys are small, yeah. But Dylan Gabriel, the thing about his accuracy
I would compare Dylan to Drew Brees
as a left-handed quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
As a left-handed quarterback.
Michael Vick was short.
There you go. See what I'm saying? The left-handed quarterback. Steve Young wasn't that big, but it's the heart that he had. Mm-hmm. Dylan Gabriel's not that type of guy. Dylan Gabriel's just a passer. But boy, he is good. He is good. He showed me in that Ohio State game that he wears his heart on his sleeve. And definitely, man, the Raiders should look at him too.
But do you think? Now, see, this is the thing that gets me. Like, see, Bo Nix. No, now I understand that.
Thicker. It's better to be thicker if you're short.
Some of them get.
Yeah, I agree.
When they go out on the field, they measure them by how they are in their cleats. They don't use.
But you don't want to be too. You don't want to be too quick because you got to be mobile in the NFL.
Only in the NBA, they start measuring the players by how they actually measure with. But in the NFL, they still do their measurements by when they measure them by the cleats.
Yeah, and they add a little. They add a little shit to it too. Come on. Let's be real. You know, they add a little bit. They add a little bit extra because what you're doing in the combine, you're trying to sell. Mm-hmm. You're trying to sell. So yeah, you're gonna lie. You're gonna put some shit behind it. Yeah, he may be 198, but let's say Buffalo is looking at him, and Buffalo.
I just hope Dylan Gabriel don't fall
220
to the fact of he played on a good squad, and can he go somewhere and like really be a leader of the quarterback room? Because the difference with Bo Nix and how he playing with Denver is Bo Nix played. He played for years. He played like 4 years. He played 4 years at Auburn, and them years he played at Auburn wasn't that great. So they
wouldn't.
He had that mentality of being on a losing squad, having to be the guy, and having to be the leader of the locker room. And you see what he's doing in Denver. Denver got a good defense around Bo Nix. Bo Nix just gotta not turn the ball over and play well. So I mean, I hope Dylan Gabriel, if he does go to a team, one of the teams that's going to be drafting a quarterback next year, I hope he doesn't fall to the fact of we watched him do well because of how put together Oregon is. Mm-hmm. Can he go do that in the NFL? And what squad? I don't know. Because
he said Gabriel won't be the number 12 pick, though. No, he'll be higher.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But what team in the top right now need a quarterback outside of the Giants and the Raiders?
And the Raiders. That's it. You're right.
Right, but I'm saying he's gonna be the third quarterback taken. Everybody know that Dylan Gabriel gonna be the third.
Oh hell yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
He's gonna be the third quarterback taken because out of the teams that are picking in the draft right now, okay, the Titans, they can make a jump at a quarterback, but then that's really showing that you're doing a full rebuild if you getting a drafting not a full rebuild but I mean he can go to the Titans in the top, but outside of maybe New Orleans,
Yeah.
I mean I believe he's gonna be a top 10 pick, Dylan Gabriel, because
fuck yeah.
Heisman finalist You don't be a Heisman finalist and don't be at least in the top.
And 10 drop so low. No, that don't make sense. No.
I mean, the only person that dropped so low was Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
He won the Heisman, but he didn't win the Heisman the year he got drafted. He won the Heisman, prior to that. But
exactly.
What I mean, and so anything possible, man. Like.
Look at the Cleveland Browns, man. I mean, who knows? They might
can use Dylan Gabriel too.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh boy,
we seen what happened. They drafted Baker Mayfield, and they didn't even keep Mayfield after giving him an extension, a shorter quarterback.
And he led them to the damn playoffs. Ain't that some shit?
Who knows?
Who freaking knows? He's let's see. Well, there's a couple of quarterbacks that skyrocket during the draft process. It could be him. Could be. Yeah. You know, this draft, I can't wait to the draft, man. I say that every year. I love the draft because it really, as an analyst and as a podcaster, it really, and as a fan, it really turns your damn brain. Like, not just because I'm a Raiders fan, not just who we gonna get, but it's the 31 others that's out there, the 31 other teams that's out there as well.
And it's not really a big draft for QB.
No, it's just like I want to see what the Jaguars do. I want those things like that. Like it just make your mind just go. Yeah. I love to see that. So yeah, man.
To this Campbell guy.
You ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get on this son of a bitch here. You ain't bullshitting. Next subject here is DeAndre Campbell, ladies and gentlemen. DeAndre Campbell, he won't be part of the 49ers after his refusal to enter a game. This is said by head coach Kyle Shanahan. San Francisco coach Kyle Shanahan said linebacker DeAndre Campbell won't be part of the 49ers moving forward after he refused to enter the game after losing his starting job. Shanahan said the team is still working through the options of how to deal with Campbell, who walked to the locker room in the middle of a 12-6 loss to the Los Angeles Rams on Thursday night when he refused to enter the game. His actions from the game are not something you can do to your team of teammates and still expect to be part of a team of our team, Shanahan said Friday. Excuse me. We're working through the semantics right now, but we'll handle the situation appropriately. Shanahan said Campbell won't be part of the team for the final 3 weeks. Teams have the ability to suspend players up to 4 games without pay for conduct detrimental to the team. According to the collective bargaining agreement, the Niners also could just waive Campbell outright, which would allow him potentially to be claimed or signed by another team. Campbell signed a $5 million one-year contract with the San Francisco 49ers in March. Campbell has started 12 of the 13 games of the season and played 90% of defensive snaps for the 49ers, but was benched Thursday night after Dre Greenlaw came back for his first game since tearing his left Achilles tendon in last year's Super Bowl. When the 49ers wanted to put Campbell in the game in the third quarter because of Greenlaw was sidelined with soreness in his Achilles tendon, Campbell refused. Something Shanahan said has never happened to him in his time as a head coach or an assistant in the NFL. Shanahan said Friday that he has not gotten any explanation for Campbell on why he didn't play. So, Rock, what the fuck is going on with this guy that he decides, or what do you think? Just give me your comments on this, on Devontae Campbell not playing.
Well, the one thing that I will say that rubbed me wrong about the situation with Devondre Campbell was the fact that the brother decided to walk. He decided not to go in, at all. And that's just like, you got an opportunity to get in the game, even though that, you was probably third on the depth chart for this week, because Greenlaw coming back. Greenlaw then, he didn't put his time in the organization with the 49ers. The 49ers drafted, Greenlaw. So, of course, he's embedded in he a part of that bang, bang, Niner gang culture.
Good point.
rather than battle with them to a Super Bowl. So of course he's going. Of course, it's not a situation, and we all know in football, guy goes out with an injury, he comes back, he's gonna get his reps back. If he was a starter before he was injured, you don't think the coach is gonna put him back in? You got a better chance in the NFL. You got a better chance winning with your starters in the game than you do the backups.
Exactly. You're right.
They come back from injury. The guy's gonna get like they did the same thing with McCaffrey. They didn't tell Jordan Mason, all right, you and McCaffrey coming back, but you still gonna be the starter. Nah, McCaffrey coming back, McCaffrey going back to be the starter. Jordan Mason could have done the exact same thing DeAndre Campbell did, but he didn't. He waited for his number to be called. He went in there. He did what he was supposed to do as a backup. DeAndre Campbell just really just like shitted on their whole organization by deciding not to go in because he could have still made a difference in the game. The game wasn't over. This was the third quarter. It's one like this
right.
was the fourth quarter.
Absolutely.
And it went like it was the fourth quarter, and this when Brock Purdy got sacked, and they when it was 12 seconds left, and brother walking off.
Yeah.
You know, he walking off with he still got it's a 6-6, it's a 9-6 game or 6-6 game at that point. Either way, it's a one possession game.
One possession game. Absolutely.
He could have came in, made an impact, maybe he got a strip sack or a deflected pass on the third down that could have got his team off the field and changed the momentum of the game. But he decided to take the I think the cornerback for I think it was Jacarius Tart, the quarterback who is
Ward
passed away.
Ward.
Oh, Ward. My bad. I ain't mean Tart.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
His
Shatavius Ward.
Yeah, Shatavius Ward. His child passed away, and he stated it was times where he stated he didn't want to come back to play. He didn't want to play football after that, but he decided to suck it up and do what was necessary for his brothers and for the brotherhood of the team and play. And he decided he didn't want to play the day of the situation with his child passing. So just imagine somebody that's going through that, losing the family, losing the child that wasn't even able to take their first steps, learn how to ride a bike, the essential things that kids do. So imagine that man mentality. And for you to be on some Bama shit, that's how we stated. No disrespect to people from Alabama or nothing like that.
No, you good at all. You good.
I know
exactly what you mean.
But,
I know exactly what you mean.
For him to do that, man, that was just that was some cold sucker shit for real. Right?
It's very distasteful. You're supposed to be a
professional. He ruined his career. I think brother ruined his career.
Yeah, he's done.
And I was talking to my cousin because he a diehard Niners fan before the show and whatnot. And brothers only had like 9 sacks, a total of 9 sacks in his 8-year career. He been on 4 teams in 8 seasons in the NFL. And his one good year was the year with the Packers. You know what I mean? And the Packers sent him away. So he was there. He was never really the guy that they wanted. So he was like the guy that they settled for. So you never know how much of that played a part into it. Like, okay, y'all never wanted me here in the first place because y'all wanted Micah Kendricks, before Eric Kendricks, before he got there, but he chose to go to Dallas. So then they settled to get Campbell. And the fact that, the Greenlaw go in, he's getting his reps. Then it was another linebacker that came in after Greenlaw when Greenlaw got hurt. Then he got hurt. Then they brought in Camp. He still had a way to affect the game. So I think this guy ruined his career. we'll probably see him in it. We probably see him in spring league, in the spring football on Fox and on NBC on UFL. Because I think that's where he's going to be. He's going to be in the UFL next year. He's going to be in the UFL next year playing for a team. He will not be able to come back to the Shield, to the NFL. The no fun league.
You know, I totally agree with you, Rock. And this is very distasteful as a professional athlete. You know, I said this countless times on the show in the past. When you're an athlete and professional and you're on a team like the 49ers, as an athlete, you're a celebrity. You everywhere you go, people want autographs, pictures, whatever the case may be. This is not a good example. This is just not a good example for young players coming up. This is something that they do not need to see. Because when young college cats, they see shit like this, we just talked about Bill Belichick, and it's great for him to be part of North Carolina. Because let's just say Belichick didn't sign with North Carolina, and they got any old Joe Schmo coach or whatever, and a North Carolina football player see this shit, he gonna follow the same suit because they think it's cool. They think it's stand up for your rights type shit. This ain't that type of party. This is distasteful to the San Francisco 49ers, and it should be distasteful, and he should be embarrassed as a man, and his family should be embarrassed of him, because this is fucked up. You in a game against the Los Angeles Rams, a critical game, a NFC West division game. Your team right now is begging to get in the playoffs, begging, and you walk out on them because you feel like you're losing your starting spot. Like you said, Rock, Dre Greenlaw put in his dues. Dre Greenlaw, if not, besides him and Fred Warner, is the heart and soul of that 49ers defense. You goddamn right. So me personally, host, as a man, if I'm starting and then another guy behind me, he's the guy and he's back now, I'm gonna move out of the fucking way. Okay, get your spot back.
He spit on every player, every great player that ever put on that 49ers uniform, on that organization by not playing. He spit on their legacy. He spit on every player's legacy that ever played for that organization because he quit on them. It wasn't the organization quitting on him.
Rich should get bitched out of the game. This guy deserves to be blacklisted. I agree. Same way. Yeah. It's what is going on with these guys? Listen, you cannot use mental health for the. I don't want to hear he was going through in his mind. Oh, he had mental issues. Oh, no, that is bullshit. I do not want to hear that. That is a sad excuse.
He had after Sunday night game, he had Monday, he had Tuesday, he had even Wednesday to say, hey, I'm Greenlaw coming back. If y'all not gonna use me, put me as inactive.
He knew Greenlaw was coming back.
Put me inactive. If Greenlaw coming back, make me as inactive.
Why would you do that? Why would you put 59 on your? Why would you put number 59 on then? If you know this is what you're gonna do, you know Greenlaw's coming back.
Coach. If I ain't going tonight, make me inactive.
Yeah, leave me inactive. I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna even come out of the tunnel.
Because I believe they had. I believe Kyle Shanahan and defensive coordinator. I believe they had that conversation with him.
Yes, but you're a bench player. That's the thing. You're not moving the needle. You ain't gonna move it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You're a guy.
But in the context of it, though, he could have moved the needle had he went in the game. Now you just ruined your career and gonna be playing spring football for the rest of his career in the UFL.
I'm gonna get to that. But you're a dude playing a dude. John Cena promo. You're a dude playing a dude. But you're a bench player, bro. You're taking You're filling in for a guy who got hurt in the Super Bowl. You're filling in for a captain. And now that the captain is back, you fucking get mad and you leave the game because you got to lose your starting position. Like you just said, Rob. Like you just said, Rob. You was, hell yeah. But like you just said, Rob, he wasn't moving the needle. If he was moving the needle, maybe that would have been Greenlaw was going to come back regardless. I don't give a fuck. Greenlaw is going to come back because he's a dog. Greenlaw is going to come back, right? But that would have been, if he would have moved the needle, then they would have probably been like, okay, well, Greenlaw, we're going to just, you're coming back from an injury. We're going to limit you a couple of downs. But right now, Campbell's on fire. So we're going to just split the snaps or split, whatever the fuck. But this guy right here, man, I said, damn, man, I can't sit. You're a fucking baby. I can't. You're a grown ass man acting like a baby, and for you to walk off like that, George Kittle was every right. George Kittle said, basically in layman's terms, fuck him. Because and I don't even know he's going to work in the UFL, Rob. No team is going to trust a guy like that. You just leave like that.
Yeah.
When you just leave like that, bro.
He ain't going to be able to make it in the NFL because it's 53 other guys that on a roster that are fighting for their jobs. And in the UFL, these are guys trying to fight to get in the league. So that's probably going to be his only way he can prove to show that he can be back in the league. Because when he get cut, he got cut yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Today, his phone ain't ringing on the waiver wire or anything, or however when he cleared waivers. His phone ain't gonna be ringing. He gonna end up on the spring football squad, and that's how he gonna try to work it. That's how he gonna be able to work his way back in the league.
Watch this, Rob. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you good.
Okay, so watch this, Rob. This happened Thursday, right? I guarantee you, Rob. And I don't know everything, but I'm going to stand strong on this one. I guarantee you this shit would have never happened if Steve Wilkes was there. I guarantee you the guy would not do this if Steve Wilkes was there. No, Steve Wilkes ain't his daddy. No, Steve Wilkes ain't his uncle. Steve Wilkes,
Kyle Shanahan, he got to take some blame to this.
Got to, because this is why
you the head coach.
You the head coach. Get your shit and your team together. Since Steve Wilkes has been gone, this team has been going to drizzling shits. And this, with the injuries happen. I'm not saying the injuries is his fault. That shit happens, right? Karma is the real thing. Karma is a bitch. You screwed that guy. Now shit is happening. Now shit is happening. You threw that guy on the bus. He got fired. Now look at you now. Look at this shit. What happened Thursday?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? This would not happen if Wilkes was there. Wilkes,
pride is
like you said with Belichick, though.
Pride is a mother. This dude was
it's like, a mother.
Y'all me now, y'all don't need me no more. Y'all want to use me again. And that's what his. And I'm trying to. And I'm trying to tell you, that's what his mentality was. They use me. Now I'm brother back. They don't need me. Now these two dudes got hurt again. Now they need me. But bro, you gotta understand that's what you signed up for, being in the National Football League. You're just one of the other 50. Well, outside of the main people that affect the 49ers organization, okay, so let's say he's just one of the other 43 other guys, because there's 10 main people on the 49ers football team that is the reason why or 10 to 13 guys on the team that is the reason why the 49ers are who they are. So he's part of the other 40 guys that's making up the roster outside of the O-line, them guys. But you get what I'm saying. He wasn't an integral part to the team. Had he been integral, then he can have a reason to do that. Like Randy Moss, he walked off before the game was over against the Redskins. We played for the Raiders. Or yeah, was it the Raiders or was it
2005?
Minnesota?
No, it was Raiders.
It was with the Raiders, right?
2005.
With Minnesota or the Raiders?
Raiders.
Okay, so yeah, he was an integral part of our team. He had a reason to walk off.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown had a reason. A lot of people say he was crazy, but you don't know that brother had a reason to say, "Fuck it, I'm out of here." Brady ain't throwing me the ball. What am I doing? You know what I'm saying? The coach belittling me in front of everybody. What the fuck I gotta be here? That's the reason. This was just plain old selfish.
Selfish, bro.
Pride.
I'm gonna hit you with another one back in the day. When Isaiah Thomas walked off when the Chicago Bulls whooped their ass, and they walked off like a minute to go in the fourth quarter. They walked off. Didn't shake nobody's hand, no nothing. Bitter.
It left a stain on his career. It left a stain on Isaiah's career. He Hall of Famer, but he never got to play in the Olympics.
There it is right there. You see, it fucks your career up. You have to think before you react. I'm gonna say this shit again. You have to think before you react. Think before you react. You messed up a very, very brotherhood type thing. I played basketball in high school, and that shit, and never did one person, when we lost and we go in that locker room, nobody said, "Oh, you did this, or you did that, or fuck this shit, man. We lost, man. I'm leaving." Nobody said shit. You just keep it together, take a shower, put your clothes on, get the hell on. I started what, 6 games. I started. Sometimes I didn't start. I came off the bench. It didn't make me none. God damn. It's just, man. Whoo, man. You're a grown ass man. You're a grown ass man. And for him to do that was just very terrible. And I hate it for the 49ers to go through that crap. That's just crazy. George Kittle, and everybody else, man. This team is already going through a lot as it is. But to me personally, it starts with Kyle Shanahan. He shouldn't have did what he did last year. So now Karma's a bitch, and now your team is going down the toilet. And you shouldn't have done that. If Wilkes could have been here, Wilkes could have been right here Thursday talking to this guy. Because one thing about Wilkes is he's a leader among men, like you said about Belichick, Rock. He's a leader among men. And he would have probably said something to calm this guy down or make his decision better. I'm not saying Steve Wilkes should get the Nobel Peace Prize. I'm not saying that shit. But Steve Wilkes knows how to talk to his players. Steve Wilkes knows how to talk to his group. He knows how to talk to a team. He woke up the Carolina Panthers. You get what I'm saying? So, for him being gone, that shit is detrimental to the team now. It's very detrimental. Where's the defensive coordinator? We hear Kyle Shanahan. Where the fuck is the defensive coordinator? Why he not in this? Where's John Lynch? John Lynch supposed to be in this shit too. You a former fucking safety on defense. You supposed to be in this. What's going on in San Fran? We talked about this last week before last. What the hell is going on in San Francisco? What's going on? But this is crazy. This is crazy. And I'm not saying injuries. Injuries is something that you just can't have. I mean, it is what it is with injuries. I'm not blaming injuries on nobody, but I am blaming karma. Fuck them. We're going to get this. We're going to get out of here. Shanahan gets one more chance, but only because of the injuries. That shit can derail her. That's true. I agree. Texans are another team with crazy injuries. True. But they
Jaguars was another team with crazy injuries.
Yeah, but nobody's walking out. Even if you're a fan, and let me use Rock real quick. I'm gonna shut my mouth when we end the show. I'm gonna use Rock. Rockstar Rock, the MVP right here, ladies and gentlemen. The guy, okay, but this guy is a Jacksonville Jaguar fan now. Die hard. Any Jaguar fan is a diehard. This guy went 3 in 13 or some shit 1 year. The next year, Doug Peterson comes in, he wins the AFC South. Mm-hmm. I mean, they go all the way to the playoffs. They one of the hottest goddamn teams in the league. I tip my hat off to them. I respect the Jacksonville Jaguars like a motherfucker because that takes a lot of heart. And I respect the fans because the fans went through a very, very, very dark time with them. And now, but the thing about it is they did not leave. Rock did not leave. The Jaguars is not that good this year, but he did not leave. You stick with your team, whether you win or lose. You stick with your team, whether you're starting or not. You're a bench player. Your job is to fulfill that role till that guy come back. When that guy comes back, you give him the support and goddamn, you let things be. You be humble and kind and cool, calm, and collected. Because guess what? You never know. God forbid the guy might get hurt who you're taking the place of. He might get hurt and you might have to get back in there again. Be cool, man. It's bullshit. I just, it's just unprofessional. It's unprofessional. But yeah, that's my rant. I'm not going to talk too much about it. One of my friends is a Jaguars fan too. He comes to Houston every year for the game. Oh, you in Houston? Okay.
That's dope.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Said CMC almost out of lives too. I agree.
Hell yeah. They running that brother on.
Yeah.
That brother then damn near tore every ligament. Probably damn near tore. They running CMC on fumes, yo. He about to just be CM next. He about to be CM next.
Just be CM. Yeah. I agree with you, bro. What the fuck is going on? I mean, like,
oh yeah,
I'm put like this, bro. Yeah, bro. I think that I'm sorry. Imagine.
Oh, you go ahead.
Oh yeah. But yeah, man. I agree, man. CMC, man, he's just done. Like he gets hurt every year from Carolina on down, man. He just stay hurt. And it's just goddamn, man, bro. It's like it's just sucks.
You respect that brother wasn't built like Derrick Henry.
He wasn't built. That's it. I agree with you, Rob. I agree with you.
Coach Gate, that man ran that boy 200. His Coach Gate ran the ball, that man, 200 times in high school. Over 200, 300 times in high school, Derrick Henry, senior year. Mm-hmm. And he got miles on his thread, on his ties, but CMC, that's the stature, him being shorter, going up in the middle at that speed that he running. Yeah, man. I kind of knew it though, because San Francisco uses Christian McCaffrey in like the same way as like New Orleans uses Alvin Kamara a lot. He getting bulk of the scrimmage yards.
Yeah, well, I agree with you, man. But yeah, again, to close that out, man, it's just very distasteful, sad as a professional, and I really hope that brother would see himself in the mirror. He needs to give the whole NFL and the city of San Francisco and the National Football League an apology. He said, but Kamara's not wearing down. No, he's not. Kamara's not that type of runner. Yeah, he don't run hard.
Kamara's stature different too. He can take the pounding going through between the tackles. McCaffrey, they run him a lot of stretch runs or them tosses where the lineman, the O line and the D line are shifting. So he getting McCaffrey getting both of his injuries from off of wear and tear on his legs because they keep running him so much.
Yep. Run him the shit out of him.
Okay.
But that's the discussions. We're gonna jump over to the real, just really quick, ladies and gentlemen. The picks for week 15. Put Rockstar Rocks picks up here, man. The Rock, he picks his picks, man. He chose the Rams over the 49ers, the Commanders over the Saints. He chose the Browns over the Chiefs. I hope you're right.
Hey, I mean, they got to run out of luck somehow, right? There's only so many.
God damn, boy. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Come on, Jameis. Come on, Jameis. I'm with you on that. I'm with you. Well, I chose the Chiefs, of course, because I want to win, but I wouldn't mind if some bitches losing. The Bengals over the Titans, the Dolphins over the Texans, the Ravens over the Giants, of course. His Jaguars is over the Jets. The Cowboys over the Panthers. The Bucks over the Chargers. Broncos over the Colts. The Cardinals over the Patriots. The Lions over the Bills. The Eagles over the Steelers. The Packers over the Seahawks. The Vikings over the Bears. And the Falcons over the Raiders. That is Rockstar Rock's picks for 15, but week 15. But who gonna get shit about mine? I don't care about mine. But that's my picks. Blah 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 blah. I chose Rams, Commanders, the referees, because I call them goddamn cheating ass Kansas City Chiefs. Bengals, Dolphins, Ravens, Jets, Cowboys, Bucks, Broncos, Cardinals, Lions, Eagles, Packers, Vikings, and of course, I can't go against my team, as sorry as they are, goddamn Raiders. So, but again, that's Rockstar Rock's pick. Rock, real quick, you chose. I know you talked about the Chiefs and the Browns, but you're a Jaguars fan. So, what's the game plan against the Jets here?
The game plan would be simple. We try to just get the Aaron Rodgers, see if we can, do some mixing up on them. And we know it's going to be tough because Garrett Wilson and Devontae Adams, they coming along now in that offense with the Jets. But I feel like if we can contain just an ample amount of a little bit of a run game tomorrow, play within the trenches and get after Aaron Rodgers a little bit, force him to make some throws, think we can get him. But hey, who knows?
Who knows? That's the beauty of it. That shocked me. He said y'all handled the Titans pretty well there, Rock. That shocked him.
Because we gave the ball to Brian Thomas Jr. We got to feed the brother more. The second half, he shouldn't be getting both of his receptions. He should get his receptions early in the game and then gradually keep giving this brother the ball because he's a playmaker.
I agree. Well spoken by the MVP. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of the show, man. That is our show for today. As always.
Come back for more next week.
Come on back. Let's just can't do it. Come on. That's our show for today. As always, man, we want to thank you for watching another episode of the Real Sports Talk Show. Please hit that like button for the 2024 Real Sports Podcast MVP. That is Rockstar Rock, man. Hit that thumbs up for that brother right there. And you can go check out our 3-year anniversary show, man. Go check that out, man. We had some good times. We went down memory lanes of 2024, man. So go check that out, man. And also, man, want to thank you, Thanos Hagenberg, up in the live chat, man. We want to thank you for all your comments today. Thanos Heinsberg, we get that right. Thanos Heinsberg, man. Thank you for watching. You have been the live chat MVP for the day. Thank you for blessing us with your presence. And we like your football mind, man. We hope that you continue to come back each and every week, man. We are on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern, Saturday Eastern at 1 p.m. as well. So yeah, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being on in the live chat, brother. We appreciate it. We appreciate it, man. Need that energy from you, man. Thank you so much, brother. As far as next Saturday, I don't know. I have a game. I coach basketball, so I don't know. Might be at a different time or I might have to cancel. But nevertheless, man, that Thanos, hit that like button and that subscribe button if you haven't. Turn on that bell for all notifications. All right. We're going to get out of here, man. We're going to get out of here, but I can't get out of here without the reigning MVP.
All right. Well, as y'all know, this is the end of our show. You know, I'm happy that we was able to discuss the topics that we was able to discuss. That is setting the world on fire right now. The Heisman Trophy finalists, Bill Belichick going to Chapel Hill or Chapel Bill is what they're calling it.
Like
and the letdown of DeAndre Campbell. Sad case, but as we all know, you guys will probably be seeing him in spring football. So
hell yeah, it's devoted. It's a hell of a devotion. Jeez, all because his antics. It's crazy. All right, man. We want to say happy 57th birthday to the OG, the legendary Q-Dog. Q-Dog, man. His birthday is tomorrow. Those of you that know him, man, give him a happy birthday shout out on social media, preferably the Rooter Sports Group on Facebook, man. Happy birthday. He did not make it today, man. Happy birthday to the dog, turning 57. I called him Ketchup. Oh, Heinz. Heinz 57. Heinz 57, man. 57 years of age. Q, on behalf of the MVP and Mark, Philly G, and all the rest of the guys, man, we want to wish you a happy birthday, brother. We love you. You're the OG. OG should be honored more. You're the OG, man. And we appreciate everything you've done for the show. We appreciate you, bro. And we want you to have a safe, happy birthday. And we wish you many, many more, brother. Many, many more. All right, man. We'll be back this Tuesday night, man. We will be back with the review games, with the review of the games from week 15. Find out who's going to be the king of picks. I think it's going to be Rock. I'm not too concerned with mine. I really don't care. I'm not really concerned about mine. But come on back, man, and join myself and Philly G and Young Mark this Tuesday night at 7 p.m. live right here on YouTube, because we got sports to talk about, man. And everybody around the world, man, keep up the good fight. Support mental health. Never, never fight alone, man. Everybody around the world, please make sure y'all be safe and stay safe. And that's an order.